right, we're finally here with Miggy. We have the car jacked up in the air. We're currently putting the stands on. Hopefully by the end of tonight, he's gonna have a brand new compressor and he'll be on his way to having some AC. I'm gonna give you guys a kind of a quick rundown on what happened with this car. He hasn't had AC for a while.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. So we're gonna see if maybe some of the info I'm gonna give is helpful enough to give you guys some insight on how to fix your AC. So from the start, his car, you would turn on the AC and it would blow. It would blow like hot air. It would never get cold. You would turn on the AC and you wouldn't hear the AC fan kick on, or you wouldn't hear the compressor. So we checked fuses, we checked the relays. So in this box right here, we had the AC compressor relay, which was that guy right there. We wanted to check to see if we were getting power from inside of the car to this relay to the compressor. And so to verify that the relay was good, we swapped it with a known good relay. So we swapped this guy with this one and tested it again, and then the compressor still didn't turn on. So that ruled out the relay. With the relay pulled out and the AC on, we also checked for voltage right here. We were getting good power on both sides, meaning power was getting to the compressor, but the compressor wasn't doing anything. So I'm gonna show you guys really quick what the AC compressor looks like. On this specific vehicle, it's gonna be that guy right there, that very bottom pulley. So you have that pulley, that one, and then that very bottom guy. So, but basically, with the car on and the AC on, you should see this little pulley, the end of it, there's a clutch. You should see it move left and right, and hear it click on. Well, when we were turning on the AC, we didn't see that moving either. So immediately we knew that something was wrong with the compressor side. So from there, we checked to see if there was Freon in the car, and there actually wasn't. So kind of had hope that maybe it was just low. Well, we evacuated all the Freon, then filled it up to, this converts to like 1.21 pounds right there. We filled it back up, and the compressor still didn't turn on. So we went ahead and got a replacement one. Here's a compressor and what it looks like. And then we also got the serpentine belt while we're there, because it's gonna be coming off anyway. We went with import direct because the OEM one was around $600, whereas this one was around $220. We have the new compressor right here, and I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little demo. This is how it's situated down there. So you have this front piece, which is your clutch. Oh, don't lose that. So basically this pulley, it should be able to spin, right? With the car running, this spins. And then once you turn on your AC, this engages, locks onto this pulley, and then they spin together. It should have a little bit of resistance, but this one's still brand new, so it's kind of tight. Okay, so what was happening was this clutch wasn't engaging, and so the compressor was never turning on. So it failed electronically. So we're gonna go ahead and swap the old one out with this new one. I'd say first step is on this specific car, removing the front bumper, radiator support,
and the wheel,
passenger wheel, and then these fans right here.
Yeah, at least the one fan.
That way we can access those bolts for the AC lines. The two right there, they're 10s. But once we do have this kind of removed, we're gonna go ahead and remove the belt, because the belt does wrap around the AC compressor. Boom. All right, we're gonna get to it, and then we'll fast forward to us removing the belt and then removing the AC compressor. So we were able to actually get the compressor up to about right here. We just kind of finessed it over this hose. Once we got it to about right here, it was stuck. There was not enough clearance for it to fit in between the radiator and the intake manifold. So on the underside of the radiator, there's a similar mount like this. All you do is lift the radiator up and it comes out. So we did that on both sides from underneath. That gave us a little bit of play, but then we saw we were hitting the condenser right here. The only thing holding on the condenser is a similar mount on the bottom as the radiator. So all we did was we loosened this tan and removed that tan. That gave the condenser enough play to go backwards like that, and the radiator enough room to slide back as well, and gave us the inch of clearance we needed to get the compressor out through here. All right, so we just installed the AC compressor all the way in, got everything tightened, good to go. All the videos we saw, it said to either drop the subframe slightly or remove the motor mount on the passenger side and raise the motor. We actually found that was kind of bad advice. We found it easier to just remove these 310s, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, so 6 total. This upper radiator support with the hood latch comes off. Then you just have your radiator and then your condenser once your bumper is off. And the condenser is only held on by 110 here and then 110 over there. So basically with this out of the way, the radiator is slightly lifted up and the condenser loose, you're able to slide this radiator back far enough to give you plenty of room in between the intake manifold and the radiator because this is out. So we were able to snake the compressor that's way down there all the way up through here. And it was far easier than trying to squeeze it through this gap right here. And it looks like there's a lot of room, but there's really not at all. The compressor's kind of chunky. If you want to avoid all the hassle, yeah, do take off the wheel because you do have to remove the belt. But I would say leave the subframe alone, leave the motor mounts alone. One thing that we did find that was helpful was we had a block of wood on our jack, and we just jacked up the oil pan slightly, just like maybe 1/8 of an inch. And there's a bolt right there. Lifting the motor up that 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch gives you just enough room to get that bolt that is right there. Because this is subframe right here and there's not enough room for a wrench or ratchet. So with lifting it, we were able to get a 1/4 inch ratchet with a couple extensions and a wobbly socket at the end through there to loosen that. As far as the other 3 bolts for the compressor mount, see that line, that bolt right there? That's one AC line, and the other one is right there as well, right next to it. Well, behind it and to the right a hair is another bolt that is right where my fingertip is at. And then there's another one to the left over here. Same area, but you'll be able to see it once you have this removed. Took us about 3 hours. This is our first time doing it. Like I said, just remove this and this will give you a ton of room. Don't fully remove the radiator. You can still leave it connected with the hoses connected. That way you don't waste any coolant. And that's about the easiest way to do it. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna fill it with refrigerant and then test it. Once again, an easy way to kind of diagnose a little bit of your AC is to start checking your relays and then your fuses. If those are all good, next I would try to turn on the AC and then see what the compressor is doing. See if this clutch is engaging, and what I mean by that is if it is engaging, you'll see this spinning with the pulley. If it's not engaging, this will just be standstill and the pulley itself will be moving while this isn't. So yeah, turn the car on, have the AC going, verify that the AC clutch is engaging. If it's not engaging, it could be an electrical problem. It could be a mechanical problem where the pulley itself is bound up or the clutch isn't engaging. So you could test that by just giving it a spin, seeing if it is bound up. This one's not because it's brand new. Another reason it wouldn't kick on is if refrigerant levels are too low or too high. I guess the only way to really determine that is to fully evacuate the system of refrigerant and refilling it to the appropriate level to see if it does kick on. Like I said, just verify that it does have refrigerant. If you do press the little valve in there and nothing comes out, you might be out of refrigerant. So it's just a little valve right there in the line. And yeah, that's about all we did to diagnose this AC. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I think we have another video planned for the Q, and then Tino's Lexus, and then Tegra. So those should be coming out within the next few weeks. But feel free to drop a like and subscribe. It really does help us out a lot. And stay safe, guys.
And if you want to sponsor us, sponsor us.
Oh yeah, sponsor us. But yeah, drop a like, share our video, and get us some support. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.
Later.
So it's the next morning. We're here at a dealership, and we got the AC recharged. Shout out our local Lodi Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer. Gave us a good price on the refrigerant and recharged it for us. And now we have ice cold AC. That's crazy.
Tripping.